Everybody's got your books? Got your books?
Jai Gurudev. So today we'll go through the second knowledge sheet. We already have restarted this culture of reading the knowledge sheets and discussing them and seeing how they can be imbibed or implemented or integrated with our lives. So the knowledge sheet from yesterday, anybody remembers what it was about? Yes, beyond the event is knowledge. Beyond the object is infinity. Beyond the person is love. And Maya is getting stuck with the events, the objects, and the personality. And divine consciousness is seeing beyond. There is divine consciousness. In fact, we would actually, today we have, are we live? Yeah, so today we would like to welcome all of those who are joining us live for this session of the knowledge sheets. Jai Gurudev. We'll also do Hindi, right? We translate because there are many people who understand Hindi. Should I just continue, read the whole knowledge sheet? No. So the second knowledge sheet, in fact, the first one that we read yesterday, Guruji immediately sent a second one at the same time. So the first week we had 2 knowledge sheets. The second is, I'm sure it's going to be close to many people's hearts. It is close to the Master. If you are not feeling close to the Master, it's because of you, because of your mind, your ego concepts. Just being on the levels of formal and informal communication cannot make you feel close. How are you? Where are you going? How have you been? Stop these formal and superficial conversations with the Master. Speak with your heart what is deep in your life, what is important and intimate to you. Don't just say how much the squash costs, 30 cents or whatever. Share what you have and don't judge. Oh, this is garbage. The Master is ready to accept garbage of any extent. However you are, He will embrace you. Do not feel shame, shy, or judgmental about yourself. If you don't feel close to the Master, there's no point in having a Master. He's just another burden to you. And you have enough burdens already. Just say goodbye. Question: when you play little games with us and push us away, how can we feel close to you? Shri Shri, you should feel more close if you are scolded or ignored, because to ignore somebody takes a lot of effort. When a Master does not even ignore a wrapping paper or a flower in a vase, how can he ignore a walking, talking, breathing human being who is connected to him? Once you understand this, you immediately feel close. So Tori has asked, can we call you every week? So Kenny has replied, call Guruji every week, and if he doesn't answer the phone, then you know you are loved. Shri has said, yes, put that in. You are with the Master to share the joy of the Master, to share the consciousness of the Master. For this, you have to empty your cup of what is already in it. The Master is ready to share. You have only to share from your side. Would you like to translate? Translate in Hindi? No? Only the debrief. Okay, great. So shall we... oh, we have the Hindi translation as well. We'll go through it. Okay, so shall we, this is really interesting. How many of you feel close to the Master? We all do. And this is for sometimes when we do not feel close to the Master. How many of you have experienced that? Yes. And what are the reasons then? It's very obvious. What are they? Complaints or? Doubting ourselves. Or ego, like he said, if you do, wanting a logical explanation for everything. Okay, what else? Yes, desires are not fulfilled. When he looks at somebody else. Yeah, has it happened to you? Yeah. But Guruji says something very beautiful. He says, when you are not looking at me, I am looking at you. So this is, like the last knowledge sheet, it ended on this, see, just a little shift. It ended on that. So here, the little shift is, if you do not feel close to the Master, it is because of you, your own mind and your own ego concepts. So many times we've seen the mind comes up, right? He smiled at somebody, he did not smile at me. I think this is 3 times it has happened that he has ignored me in the darshan line. Yeah. He took the rose and tapped it on the person next to me, the before me and the after me. And somehow he missed me, right? Or he waved at that person and he didn't wave at me. Or these are the small things that the mind can come up with. Or some likes, some dislikes that do not let us feel close to the Master. So it is because of our own mind, our own ego concepts that we not feel, because it is natural to feel close to the Master. That is like a default condition, default state is to feel close, isn't it? Now imagine people around the world who have never met him, who have never seen him. They have maybe just done the Sudarshan Kriya and there is an instant connect. And after that, it has been years before Guruji has visited these countries. And even when he has visited those countries, they probably don't speak the language. So the connection with the Master is not from the formal or the informal questions that we ask. No? What are you doing? How are you? Or whatever that we express. The connection happens with sharing something that is very intimate to you. Many times, in fact, when we are very shy or when we are shameful about something that has happened in our life, when we are very judgmental about our own self, we find it difficult to connect to the Master. Have you experienced that? Yes? And that has got nothing to do with him, actually, because he is just a mirror. And it is sometimes our own mind that gets reflected and that takes us or gives us a sense of separateness, which is not there at all. So, this is the first aspect, not feeling close to the master. Then it is your mind, your ego concepts. So we can do this. Maybe some instances have happened, many different things have happened. You can share that. And you can also share how you felt close to the master. Yeah? Or how when you shared something very intimate or very important, you were openly sharing something honestly. You were being so authentic, you found that you are probably the closest to the master. Those were the situations where you found yourself so close to the master, right? So would you like to share that? Yes? Yeah. So just turn around, face the person next to you. So what you are sharing are the situations which come up in the mind which do not allow you to feel close, and how some sharing of something that is important or really something dear to you or something that your heart spoke, and then you felt that closeness to the master. So just turn around and we'll take a minute of sharing. Yes, go ahead. Okay, sharing over. So, in fact, I think this is the only place where not only sometimes it upsets us, but we even delightedly talk about all these instances where we felt we were left out. Isn't it? Yes. Yeah, it's really amazing, you know. Okay, so anybody would like to share? Anyone? Yes.
Once I used to sleep when I was small on a different bed. So once I got a very bad dream. So my father told me that keep Guruji's photo under your pillow and you will get a good dream and you will have a good sleep. So I kept it and I felt so good in the morning. And from then I keep Guruji's photo in my room and I get good dreams only.
Wow. So our connection with our master is not only through the physical form, it is through the photograph as well. How many of you actually talk to the photograph more than you talk to him? And for how many of you that works perfectly okay as well? Right? So many times we have something and then we just talk to the photograph. And how the mind shifts immediately. We feel uplifted immediately, right? Anybody else has any sharing? Yes?
Gurudev called Shri Shri Yoga participants to Badri Vishala and he asked how many days left. So we said 30. Kehte, oh, and he looked at me and he said, bore mat ho na.
He said, bore mat ho na.
Bore mat ho na. So this is something like whatever there is inside me, he is a mirror. He will see anything, I can see everything. If my mind is not stable, I cannot connect to him. That's
Yes,
the thing.
yes, that's so true. Many times it's our judgments about ourselves. We feel not at ease with ourselves. We feel uncomfortable with ourselves, and then we reflect that with the master also. I do remember many years ago Guruji sharing with a senior teacher, I will not take the name, भाई तुम हमसे इतने ऐसे दूर दूर क्यों रहते हो फिर हमारा भी ऐसा ही हो जाता है. Because really, truly, he is a reflection. You know? And sometimes you might be sitting the closest to him and you might be far away. And you might be thousands of miles across away from him and you will feel him the closest to you. Right? And that is how it is. You know, it is on us. When you do not feel close to the master, it is because of you. Yes?
Hello, I'm Alka from Calcutta. I came here to do the happiness course last Thursday, and I was fortunate enough to meet Guruji on my first day of the happiness course. A friend said, I'm going to meet Guruji. Do you want to come and meet him? And I thought, oh wow, I'm the lucky one. I went and met Guruji. And I had wanted my husband also to come to the ashram, but he was busy, he could not come. Imagine that I got a lot of blessings from Guruji, and then in the night, I got a severe headache, I started vomiting, and I had 4 bad falls. And I got very hysteric, I thought what was happening to me. They had to hospitalize me overnight. Next day, my husband, he had to fly down. And since that day, every day I've been getting to meet Guruji, attend his satsang, and he's been blessing us every day. And I think I'm totally blessed. What our experience has been, I just came here for 3 days, and I think it's my 11th or 12th day today, and I'm leaving tomorrow. And I have never felt such connections. So I don't know what and the hospital where I stayed, my husband, he came and he said, because we don't know anything about the ashram, we were totally new here, he said, I'm taking you back home to Calcutta. I mean, I have to treat you there. But the confidence which I got at the hospital here, the love, the seva, everybody, right from the doctor to the nurse to, I mean, I would like to applaud Reshma. She is in charge of the hospital, and she's taken care of me like a baby. And I mean, I've been telling everybody that I don't want to go back. The family is here. I mean, I actually am so connected with everybody that tomorrow I have to leave, and I already have a headache today thinking of going back home.
Okay. You know, people do amazing things in the world just by feeling that closeness with Gurudev. You can see this ashram is a result of that. Feeling that love and that intimacy and that closeness, and you see everybody starts living up to their highest potential. Jai Gurudev. Yeah. Great, 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 great. Bharat Bhaiya, would you like to add something? Say something? Yeah.
अच्छा आप बताएं, आप अक्सर किसके साथ ज़्यादा क्लोज फील करते हैं, गुरुजी के साथ या गुरुजी के फोटो के साथ? क्यों फोटो के साथ? हाँ, एक बार ना गुरुजी को ऐसे ही मैंने पूछा था, गुरुजी जब ऑल हुआ ट्रैवलिंग टीचर्स, जब हम लोग ट्रैवल करते हैं तो गुरुजी कहाँ, मैं अनुभव कहाँ होते हैं आपको? हर पल हमारे साथ में ऐसे लग रहा है सारे टीचर्स को, है ना? तो और जब गुरुजी के सामने आते हैं तो गुरुजी सामने बैठे हैं पर दूर लगते हैं। तो गुरुजी को पूछा, गुरुजी आप जब सामने नहीं होते हैं तो इतने करीब होते हैं, मेरे कण कण में होते हैं, अब आप मेरे सामने इतने पास में हो आप और बड़े दूर लग रहे हो। तो गुरुजी ने कहा, यू नो इट्स बिकॉज ऑफ योर ईगो। तो मैंने कहा, तो गुरुजी आप ही हटाइए इस ईगो को, आप ही हटाइए, मैं तो नहीं कर सकता। तो बोले वही तो काम है हमारा। और बोले देखो हमारे तरफ से दूरी कोई नहीं है, यू आर क्लोजेस्ट टू मी, यू हैव टू फील इट, दैट इज योर फंक्शन। तो कितनी सुंदर बात है। तो आप देखिए, ऑल अवर फ्रेंड्स, एक जो पैराग्राफ में कहा गया है कि छोटी मोटी बातें, यानी औपचारिकता की जो बातें होती है ना, आप कैसे हो ये वो, हम लोग सबके साथ करते हैं। वो सारे रिश्ते हमारे बहुत सारे हैं। हमारे सबसे क्लोज रिश्ते, आप क्लोज क्यों कहते हो? क्लोज रिश्ते, योर फास्ट फ्रेंड, योर बेस्ट फ्रेंड क्यों कहते हो? हाँ, वो अगला सेंटेंस जो है ना, सो टेल द मास्टर व्हाट इज इंटीमेट। जो आप किसी को नहीं कहते, वो जब आप मास्टर से कहते हो तब मास्टर से जुड़ाव, गुरुदेव से, गुरु अपने अपने गुरु से जुड़ाव हो जाता है तब। वरना औपचारिकता की बातें सबके साथ होती रहती है कि नहीं? तो फिर बाद में गुरु का मतलब क्या है, गुरु का महत्व क्या है जीवन में आना? और गुरु जी के साथ में हम लोग कुछ भी कह सकते हैं। हमको डर लगता है, हम फोटो के साथ इसीलिए हम आत्मीयता महसूस करते हैं कि हम कुछ भी बोल सकते हैं। हमको पता है फोटो हमको जज नहीं करने वाला। पर मैं आपको बता दूं, गुरु के सामने हम लोग को नहीं करते क्योंकि हमको लगता है गुरु हमको जज करेंगे। आप कुछ भी उनको बोलेंगे, कुछ भी आप करेंगे। मैंने एक, अगर उनको इंसान कह सके तो ऐसे व्यक्ति को मैं मिला हूं जो कभी किसी को मैंने जज करते हुए नहीं देखा आज तक, ना मुझे ना और किसी को। और लोग क्या क्या बातें करते हैं अपना, बिल्कुल जो किसी को नहीं बता सकते वो, क्योंकि जो भी हो उनके मन में अपने आप के प्रति घृणा हो, शर्म हो, जो भी, पर जब वो कहते हैं तुरंत उनका ऐसा कनेक्शन हो जाता है गुरु के साथ में। गुरु तो बस शांत रहते हैं, कोई जजमेंट नहीं उनकी आंखों में। अगर आप उनकी आंखों में देखेंगे ना, जब बात करते हो वहां कोई जजमेंट नहीं होता है, वहां कोई मन है ऐसे लगता ही नहीं है, वो सिर्फ हॉलो एंड एम्प्टी ऐसे लगता है, सिर्फ प्रेम दिखाई देता है वहां। ये देखा है आपने, आंखें, गुरुजी की आंखें, उनका प्रेजेंस। तो हमारा फंक्शन है अपने तरफ से हमने औपचारिक बातें नहीं करनी है, जो मेरे लिए बहुत निजी है, वो जो मैं किसी के साथ नहीं कर सकता, इसीलिए गुरु हैं। और सिंपल सा नुस्खा बता दिया उन्होंने। आप देखिए सारे इसमें क्या है, ये सारे नॉलेज शीट में ये बताया है कि गुरु के साथ हमारा रिश्ता कैसे होता है और कैसा होना चाहिए। अगर हमको दूरी महसूस होती है तो हम उस संबंध को नज़दीक कैसे बनाएं, हम आत्मीयता कैसे बढ़ाएं, बड़ा सिंपल सा नुस्खा दे दिया उन्होंने। और क्या है वो नुस्खा जो आपने अभी शेयर करते वक्त आपने पाया होगा, है ना? वो नुस्खा है अपना जो भी निजी है, जो किसी को नहीं बोल सकते, वो बताओ। सिंपल सा नुस्खा। और फिर देखिए उसके बाद में टॉरी बोल रही है, कैनी बोल रहे हैं, वैसे ही होता था। ये माहौल जो होता था वैसे ही होता था, सब लोग बैठे हैं और सब लोग पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हैं। और गुरुजी बोलते अरे हाँ ये भी बात है, चलो इसको भी डाल दो नॉलेज शीट में। और आपने जो लोग गुरुजी को जानते हैं, आप मिले हो या दूर से देखते हो उनको, आप देखोगे कि पहले, अब तो यहाँ तो सब बहुत लोग भी है आश्रम में, पहले जब आश्रम में लोग नहीं थे तो गुरुजी रोज शाम को वॉक करते थे, तो कोई भीड़ नहीं होती थी, उनको चलने देते थे। सबको बड़ा मज़ा आता था उनको चलते हुए देखने में। तो पीछे पीछे से हम लोग चलते थे और गुरुजी ऐसे राजा की तरह ऐसे चलते थे, बड़ा मज़ा आता था देखने में। और आके गुरुजी बोलेंगे अच्छा वहाँ वो पेड़ है ना, वो वहाँ उसको जरा पानी दे देना कल। और अगले दिन जाके देखते हैं वो थोड़ा मुरझाया हुआ होता था, या उस गमले में वहाँ आज पानी नहीं दिया लगता है। 100 गमले होंगे, उसमें से एक गमले में उनको याद होगा कि उसमें शायद पानी नहीं दिया है, देखो वहाँ ये फोटो वहाँ थोड़ा टेढ़ा लगा हुआ था, उसको सीधा कर देना। तो जब छोटी छोटी बातें, जो वस्तुएं हैं, वस्तु पर इनका इतना ध्यान होता है, तो एक व्यक्ति जो उनके साथ इतना प्रेम से जुड़े हुए हैं, जो जीता जागता सांस लेता हुआ इंसान जो उनके साथ जुड़ा हुआ है, उसको वो कैसे अनदेखा करेंगे। और यही गुरुजी के आश्वासन दे रहे हैं कि मेरे तरफ से कुछ नहीं है, मेरी तरफ से कुछ नहीं है, मेरे तरफ से तुम बहुत पास में हो। इसीलिए वो सेंटेंस है कि गुरु हमारे जीवन में इसलिए है कि हम उनके आनंद को अनुभव कर सके, है ना, उनके आनंद को अनुभव कर सके, उनके चेतना को अनुभव कर सके। आप देखिए, आप उनके पास में जाते हो, जैसे गुरुजी पास में आते हैं, आप सोचते हैं मैं ये पूछूंगा, ये पूछूंगी, ये सब सोचते हो आप, ये बोलूंगा, ये बोलूंगी। जब गुरुजी सामने आकर के आंखों में देखते और हाँ कहते हैं, तो क्या होता है?
सब गायब।
कुछ भी याद में नहीं आता, नहीं, वो है वो चेतना। और वो चेतना का संपर्क आंखों के द्वारा जो होता है, हम जब देखते हैं उनकी आंखों में, हाँ सब कुछ भी उनकी चेतना का ही हमको अनुभव होता है, सिर्फ प्रेम का अनुभव होता है तब, है ना, एक आनंद का अनुभव होता है तब। ना कोई हमको कोई अपनी समस्या याद आती है, ना कुछ अनुभव होता है कुछ, हमको बस सिर्फ प्रेम और चेतना अनुभव होती है। हाँ, तो यही है इस नॉलेज सेट में जो हमारे साथ रोज घटता है जब हम गुरुजी के पास होते हैं। अब गुरु के पास आए हैं, जो होता है उसी के बारे में है ये नॉलेज शीट।
अच्छा, ये भी है कि जैसे ब्रह्मतेज जी ने बताया, सच में गुरुजी जज नहीं करते, इसलिए अपना जो भी कचरा है वो भी बता दा। यहाँ लिखा है ना, शेयर, डोंट जज, दिस इज गार्बेज, ये कचरा है। कई बार हम क्या करते हैं, सब कुछ बताते हैं पर हमारे जो सबसे ज़्यादा पीड़ा होती है या जो हमें सबसे ज़्यादा आत्मग्लानि में ले जाता है, ऐसी बात बताने से झिझकते हैं, क्योंकि हम सोचते गुरुजी के ऊपर और बोझ क्यों डाले। तो गुरुजी तो पहले से ये बोलते ही है, मैं तो गार्बेज कलेक्टर हूँ। तो जितना कचरा है वो अपने पास मत रखो, वो वहाँ दे दो और देखो कैसे वो कचरा खाली होने से ही आपको अंदर से खाली महसूस होगा। अपना जो कप है, you know, when you empty your cup, then only you can fill it with the consciousness and joy of the master. So whatever is bothering you or bogging you down, you share that so that you can empty your cup. And that is what we do in advanced course, hollow and empty. And when we are empty, we find ourselves, when the cup is empty, we find it is full of the consciousness of the master. No? So this is interesting. Can we call you every week? Lot of us would like that, right? You know what is the most pleasant sound on this planet? Huh? That one. I thought it is your name being called by Guruji. That is the most musical and melodious and the pleasant sound on this planet, right? That is enough to uplift us. You know? So imagine just being in that presence. It is making you feel so full. It is making us feel so full. You know? So this is really, like Brahmtej said, to really take away what stops us from feeling like that. You know, I have an understanding, and I share that understanding is like we have in a theorem, we have an assumption. You know, what do we call it? Hypothesis, right? We assume something, and when you assume something, you derive something. So the assumption is, I am the dearest to the master. How many of you already carry that assumption? If not, you can carry it. It is freely available to everyone. So on the basis of that assumption, you find your whole experience changes. You have this experience of being uplifted, of feeling so positive, of feeling taken care of feeling supported. And that experience then strengthens your feeling of feeling close to the master. So that is the beauty, you know. Here, our mind can create what we want for us. You know, when the mind is free of all the garbage, then it can create the closest relationship with the master, right? And it is really, like Gurudev has said many times, it is the biggest fortune to be born as a human being. The second biggest fortune is to find a path, and the biggest fortune is to have a living master, right? And when we have a living master, there is no point in that relationship becoming a burden for us. Anyway, there are so many other relationships which are heavy in us. Let that relationship be the one which can uplift you from the burdens of every other relationship that you have or had in your life, right? That's it. Anything else you'd like to say?
हाँ, तो ना अपने प्रति जजमेंट, ना गुरु के प्रति जजमेंट, दोनों जजमेंट्स ही रोकता है ना, दूरी बनाता है। तो ना अपने प्रति, मैं ऐसा हूँ, मैं वैसा हूँ, गुरु के साम, गुरु के लिए आप बहुत प्यारे हो। ये बार बार दर्शाते हैं ना गुरुजी, कितना बार हमको ये अनुभव करा देते हैं कि आप उनके लिए बहुत प्यारे हो। सिर्फ उनकी वो एक नज़र भी, सो अपने प्रति भी जजमेंट नहीं, दूसरों गुरु के प्रति भी जजमेंट नहीं। और कितने लोगों को ये हुआ, कल जो हम लोग बैठे थे और कल हमने ये नॉलेज शीट जो पढ़ी, वो बातें बार बार चलती रही मन में। ये हुआ है ना, अंदर से ही नॉलेज आने लगा। यू गॉट इनसाइट्स ऑन योर ओन, राइट? एवरी टाइम दैट थॉट केम एंड नथिंग एल्स मैटर्ड, again and again the same knowledge sheet came. And that is the beauty of the knowledge sheet. ये सिर्फ एक पेपर नहीं है, सिर्फ एक ये बुक नहीं है. इसमें से जो होता है अपने भीतर, अपने चेतना में, अंदर से जब आप पढ़ते हो, इस पर चर्चा करते हो, स्पेशली चर्चा करते हो, not just reading. When you discuss this with somebody, you will find your thought processes are shifted. Your thought processes are substituted with very positive thoughts. Did that happen yesterday? No? So knowledge is positive thought. And you will suddenly find a lot of harmony and lot of knowledge coming out of yourself. Right? That is the importance of sharing. That's what Tanuja said yesterday, that when you go back, also read and especially discuss with somebody. So tonight also, we'll make it a practice. Every time we discuss a knowledge sheet, the same knowledge sheet we will also think and we will talk about it. And you will find the moment you talk about it with 3-4 people, you will find your thought processes shift towards more positive, towards more creative, towards more harmonious. Like otherwise we don't have control over the thoughts, no? They come on their own. So how to shift them? Knowledge is the nice way.
So can we end with a sweet sharing then? We can end with a sharing. You can share that special moment where you felt the closest to Gurudev, right?
Yes,
so you can turn around and share your moment.
Maybe 3-4 people can sit together.
3-4
4 people sit together and share.
You know, these are the moments when we remember them. This Bruti is the kind which uplifts us forever. This is not the kind which bogs us down. This is the memory which brings us again the same feeling. So we share some event or instance where we felt so close to Gurudev. Yeah? So let's do a quick sharing. કરાવું છે શેરિંગ?
Jai Gurudev. Thank your partners. Everybody got a chance to share? No? Okay. Yeah, I know. When you talk about Guruji, you want a long time to share, right? Yeah. Okay. Jai Gurudev. Jai Gurudev. So just like yesterday we heard that beyond event is knowledge, the same way Guruji's knowledge is not in the sentences and the words, it is in between the lines, no? So every knowledge sheet, when we sit with the knowledge sheet and we discuss, find out what is the most important sentence of that knowledge sheet. So today also, what is the most important sentence of the knowledge sheet and why? And you will get the whole knowledge sheet. In one sentence you will get it. And that knowledge will come from inside. So Jai Gurudev, I don't know how much you enjoyed. I enjoyed very much. It's like revisiting those days. It's like, going back. We went back in time, me and Tanuja. We went back in time when this was actually happening and we were witness to this and how the knowledge sheet was happening. It's taken back in time, taken us back in time. हाँ, we'll tell अब it's 8:15 तो बहुत लेट हो जाएगा वहाँ ना किचन में सवेरे से 5 बजे से वो लोग होते हैं किचन में सो वी विल लेट हो जाएगा हम लोग लेट जाएंगे तो उतना लेट करके सफाई करके देन दे हैव टू स्लीप लेट सो विल ईट ऑन टाइम we'll get more time to talk about all that. And yes, Guru stories are such a beautiful way to connect with the Guru, है कि नहीं? So each one of us is a Guru story. आप देखिए अपने जीवन को, before art of living and after art of living. It is a Guru story, ना? Each one of us.
Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev. Jai Gurudev.
जय जय राधा रमण